Why qualifications in the estate and letting agency matter. Today, I'm joined by the wonderful David Powell, who is the CEO of Andrews, the estate agency chain in the south of England with 40 branches. Thanks for joining me today, David. Why do qualifications matter in the estate letting agency? Talk to me.
Yeah, I think these are important, Chris, but in isolation, they're not. It's got to be more than the qualification. So for me, it's a qualification, but it's also an annual license fee as well. I think what doesn't help the industry is where it's so fragmented. 24, 25,000 estate agencies, some of which sell in 3, 4, 5, 6 houses a year. That doesn't help raise standards. I think we need better control across the industry. That will come with qualification to start with. I think it's everyone in Andrews, every employee, doesn't matter what your role is, have to do compulsory annual tests. There has to be an annual revisit to this. This isn't a first multiple choice exam you get through in 10 minutes and then you qualified. This has to be something you should have to revisit. I think you should have to pay a license fee, because what that will do is will reduce the 24, 25,000 agents, which means if you're left with 20,000, they're all charging hopefully a better fee, which means they can put the time and effort into what is required for what can be a very complex process.
Why do you think the government haven't moved forward with ROPA?
Um, I, I think there's probably struggling to see what the real benefit is in the way that it was drawn up. So if ROPA is all about everyone just having a qualification, we have qualifications now. Yeah, we have Property Mark. You can go and pick up a qualification through that. And I think that's fine. In isolation, that won't solve the issue. There's got to be a process that will pick up those people that aren't necessarily adhering to the standards that are in place. And whilst there are elements of that available now, they're not being policed in a way that they should. So, it's often the one or two bad areas that are bringing down the rest of the industry, and that there's a lot of good things going on in this industry, but they're often hidden away.
What would your message be to the estate agents who say, well, I've been in this game 30 years, I don't need a qualification, I know it all?
Yeah, well, at one point you didn't need a driving license, Chris, I think. I think they do. The world has changed in 30 years. We've got far more regulation coming at us today than what we've ever have done. Yes, you might be good at putting a deal together. And some of those well-seasoned estate agents are some of the best people at putting a deal together. Absolutely. But the industry's changed. It's more than just deal making. I think everyone, whatever their role and their experience level, should all come up to speed to ensure that everyone is qualified to the same level.
Thank you for your time today, David.